The F-35 program is one of the most expensive military projects in the world. It involves building and maintaining thousands of fighter jets over the next 50 years, costing the US more than $2 trillion. The jet is also a top-selling product, helping the US stay strong in the global weapons market. However, after President Trump pressured American allies, some countries began to rethink buying US weapons. Along with this, new technology and rising competition from other US and European jets may challenge the F-35's top position. Welcome back to Skyjet Wings, your ultimate flight path into the unseen world of modern aviation. Buying an F-35 isn't just about getting a fighter jet, it also means starting a long-term deal with the US. Each jet costs around $82 million, depending on the type and how many are ordered. But that's only the beginning. Countries also have to pay Lockheed Martin, the US company that builds the jets, for things like repairs, training pilots, getting spare parts, and keeping the jet's software up to date. Many countries began to worry, what if the US suddenly cuts off updates or refuses to send parts? Both Canada and Portugal have openly questioned this dependence. There have also been ongoing rumors about a possible kill switch in the F-35, a system that could let the US remotely disable the jet. Although American officials, Lockheed Martin, and F-35 using governments have denied this feature exists, the real issue remains, even without a kill switch, the US could still put pressure on its allies by withholding software upgrades, spare parts, or technical help. So, any conflict with the US could create serious problems for countries using the F-35. Back in March, Canada announced it would reconsider its decision to purchase 88 F-35s, citing shifting global politics and a desire to boost local defense manufacturing. In other parts of Europe, such as Denmark, similar concerns are being raised about whether it's wise to depend so heavily on the F-35 program. What choices do countries have besides the F-35? Europe offers three main fighter jets. The Eurofighter Typhoon is a joint project made by companies from the UK and other European countries. France manufactures its own jet called the Rafale, and Sweden produces the Gripen. All three jets are used by air forces around the world and have been proven in real combat. However, the F-35 is generally seen as more advanced, mainly because of its stealth capabilities and modern sensor systems. That said, European jets are still powerful and reliable aircraft. The British and French have used the Eurofighter and Rafale successfully in real military operations. But they lack the radar-evading stealth that gives the F-35 an edge. Since 2015, the F-35 has led the market, beating its European rivals in both confirmed sales and future deals. European nations that produce fighter jets often choose to support their domestic industry. In the Middle East, European aircraft are also popular, often because the United States restricts access to its most advanced jets. One major reason is to ensure that Israel maintains a superior military advantage over neighboring countries. Challenges facing the F-35. The F-35 is still one of the world's most in-demand fighter jets, but experts say its maker, Lockheed Martin, faces several issues, one of them being a possible drop in US demand due to rising criticism over the program's high costs. The US Department of Defense already has over 600 F-35s and plans to grow that number to around 2,500 by the mid-2040s. However, nearly 80% of the estimated $2 trillion total program cost will go toward keeping this large fleet operational over time. This challenge is becoming more serious with Boeing now developing the next-generation F-47 jet. If the US shifts focus to the F-47, it could reduce orders for the F-35. While the F-47 serves a different role, its arrival might still eat into Lockheed Martin's market share. There were also concerns raised during the Trump administration about the future of the F-35, especially with the rise of unmanned aircraft. To respond, Lockheed Martin is now working on a drone combat system that allows F-35s to work alongside autonomous aircraft. Meanwhile, European nations are catching up with their own next-gen fighter projects. The Tempest jet, being developed by the UK, Italy, and Japan, involves countries that already buy a lot of US jets. Further ahead, there's the FCAS project, a joint effort between France, Germany, and Spain, with possibly more partners joining in. These new European jets are expected to lower demand for US aircraft, just like when the UK chose the Eurofighter Typhoon over the US-made F-16 in the past. Developing new fighter jets takes many years, but the next generation is on the way. The Tempest, for example, is expected to enter service within the next decade. Since countries place aircraft orders over long periods, this new wave of high-tech jets will create tough competition for the F-35, especially since these upcoming jets are being designed with similar or even better features. Uncover the untold secrets of the fighter jets, from hidden weapon bays to lightning-fast ejection and real-time battle feedback. Perfect for fans of US Air Force technology, modern military aviation, and next-gen stealth warfare. Backhand index pointing right. Subscribe to Skyjet Wings for the latest on US fighter jets, stealth aircraft, and aerial combat tech. Push pin. Don't miss what's coming next. Hit the bell icon.